Hello everybody, welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber and this is Earthy Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. Please check out the description box below for more information about me, my posting schedule, links to my social media website, and all of the legal disclaimers. Welcome back, returning subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you all very much for your love and support. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without any of you liking, commenting, and subscribing. Not only helps the channel's growth, but it helps the messages get out to more people who may need to hear them as well. So thank you all very much for all of your support with that. All right, let's jump into this. So the intention for this reading is for it to be for you, the viewer, whatever you resonate with. However, it's possible that this could resonate for you as being somebody within your energy or somebody that you are dealing with. So please apply it how it resonates, flip it, switch it, reverse it. If I say things like masculine, feminine, I'm talking about energy, not talking about gender. So apply that how that resonates for you. But with that being said, I'm going to be directing this reading as if it is for you, the viewer. So if it isn't resonating for you as being somebody within your energy, then just keep that in mind, please. But for the fluidity of the reading and for the for my ability of keeping track with who's who, that's how I'm going to do that. So we're going to start off with some zodiac signs, and then we're going to get some signs from the stars just to see, just to give you, some confirmation if you need that this is the reading for you and these are the messages for you. If you don't get confirmation here, then it's probably because you didn't need it. All right, so let's start off here and see what zodiac signs we can get. Oh, wow, that went really far. I'm going to have to get that one. I feel like going one more time, so let's go one more time. Okay. And then I'm going to grab that one that threw itself way over here. Okay, so we have two face up. The first one face up is air. So air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So somebody could be an air sign or have air strong in their charts. We also have Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. Again, air energy. So strong Aquarius energy coming out right off the bat. So something significant could have happened for you during Aquarius season. You could be an Aquarius, again, sun, moon, rising. Take it how it resonates for you. We have the numbers 25 and 20. So the 25th or the 20th of the month may be significant. Also the numbers 7 or 2 or 5 may be significant for somebody here. There could be something here to do with air travel as well. I'm not really sure why I'm getting that, but somebody here may be traveling like on an airplane, or maybe they do something with air travel. I'm getting air travel communications for some, so I don't know, maybe that's significant for you. Okay, so next we have Gemini, again, another air sign, a lot of air energy in this reading. So Gemini is the number 3, that could be a life path number, it could also be the month of March or the 3rd day of the month. I'm also kind of getting a feeling like maybe for somebody 3 weeks or 3 months may be significant. Apply that how that resonates for you. And then we have Leo with the number 5. So again, 5 could be a life path number. The month of May may be significant, or the 5th day of the month. We have 2 5s here, so 55 might be applicable for somebody here. That would reduce down to the number 10 or the number 1. So again, could be January, the 1st of the month, or a life path number. And then we have Mars following that with the number 17. So Mars does rule Aries, which is another fire sign. So we have air and fire energy here. So somebody could really be a fire sign or an air sign. I'm getting this like sense of like a fiery tornado. So I don't know if that's applicable for somebody. Maybe somebody's dealing with some like tower moments currently in their life, or maybe just like a lot of like, it could honestly be like some passionate thoughts or a passionate mental process, however that is for you. Mars to this for me is also the divine masculine. So somebody could be a divine masculine or resonate with being a divine masculine, or somebody may just be really strongly standing in their masculine energy, because we do all have feminine and masculine energy within us. So that could be the case as well. We have the number 17, so the 17th of the month might be significant. That would reduce down to the 8th, or to the number 8, which would be August. So again, Leo, strong Leo and strong Aquarius. Overall strong air and fire showing up here with these initial cards. So now let's get some signs from the stars. There are zodiac signs in here, so we may get additional zodiac signs. But you may get confirmation here, maybe some signs that you've been seeing, or maybe something particular for you to show that this is your reading, whatever it may be. But I felt called to get a few of these in the beginning here, so let's do that. Okay, we're gonna stop there. There's a lot. I'm seeing a lot of repeats too. So first we have Mars. So we have Mars twice. And then we also have, right here, we have Aries. So very strong Aries energy, very strong masculine energy coming out here. Now, again, that's not gender related. That's just energy. You know, maybe somebody is just they're taking a lot of action right now, or maybe this has something to do with somebody's work. You know, it could be different things. So don't get hung up on the masculine energy, but that is very strongly coming through here. We have a lot. We also have air sign. So we have air coming out again. So strong air energy. If you are watching this at the time of upload, we are currently in Taurus season, but Gemini season is coming up. I think it might be like next week. So something significant might take place for you in Gemini season. Somebody may be a Gemini watching this, in which case, happy early birthday. Happy birthday, Tauruses, as well. I don't usually say that, so maybe today's your actual birthday. Okay, so next we have Lotus. We have December. December is Sagittarius and Capricorn, so that could be significant for somebody here. We have Summer Solstice, which is right around the bend if you're watching this at the time of upload. And then we have August again. So August could be really significant here. So that could be somebody's birthday. Again, Leo energy, also Virgo with August. And then the number 8. The number 8 is the symbol of infinity, so this could be some sort of like a, I don't know, for some of you, maybe like there's some sort of cycle that you're breaking, or this has to do with like getting like infinite loops. Somebody's name could be infinity, or maybe just like that word in general is significant for somebody here. We have medium hair, so this could be length, or it could be color. Apply how it resonates for you. And then we have sunset. We have dog. Somebody could have a dog. This can also talk about loyalty, friendship, companionship. For some of you, it could be honesty. I don't know why I'm getting that with the dog. I'm getting, there's like a poem too here with the sunset, but I can't grasp all of the words. It's just this like poetic energy. So somebody could be a poet, or maybe they recently read a poem that has something to do with sunsets. Or maybe you wrote a poem. We have praying mantis. Horseshoe. So this could talk about luck. Somebody may do something with horses as well. We have salmon. I always feel like Alaska. I always get like Alaskan energy with this, with salmon. So somebody could be from Alaska, or maybe you live somewhere where it's cold, or maybe you just really like salmon, or salmon fishing. We have 222. So this could be an angel number that you have been seeing recently. That would be confirmation for those who need that. We have blue eyes. Somebody could have blue eyes. We have 1212, another angel number. This is also a mirror number. So if these numbers are something that you're seeing and this is significant to you, or if they're not something that you're seeing and those numbers are calling out to you, I do recommend doing your own research on that, because I'm not going to get too far into, I'm not going to get into the numerology at all in these readings. I don't feel like I'm fully qualified for that. I feel like there's probably other people who have a lot more knowledge than me on that. So Google will probably be your best friend when it comes to that, or whatever you use. We have September. I'm getting Green Day, that Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. So somebody could be a Green Day fan. Something could have taken place in September. I think September is Virgo and Libra. So again, double Virgo. So Virgo could be a non-fire and air sign that's coming through here. Virgo's an earth sign. We have eagle. That could be really significant for somebody here. Eagles to me always represent freedom. So there could be a sense of like somebody getting freedom, or just maybe feeling more free. Somebody could be very patriotic. And then we have lightning bug or firefly, depending on where you live in the world. And that's kind of like fireflies, they light up the night. You know, so there could be something here to do with like illumination. Somebody may be going through some sort of a dark night of the soul. Or there's some sort of like illumination when it comes to something. It could have something to do with a thought process. It could be like some sort of an aha moment too with like all of this air energy here. It could honestly, for some of you, and please only take this if it resonates, but it could have something to do with something that makes you really upset, like anger in some way or another. It could be like angry thoughts, or maybe just like maybe it's just like anger in general. Apply that how that resonates for you. But with all the fire coming through and then the air, and I just keep getting this like fiery tornado, which to me feels very destructive. And I don't know if that's like maybe possibly like the energy of what's going on in your vicinity, or if that's just kind of like, it could be thoughts, you know, somebody here might be dealing with some intrusive thoughts. All right, so I do also want to start off here with a Soul's Truth Oracle, just to kind of get an idea of like what's going on here before we get into the tarot and we take a deeper dive into these energies. So what's up here with this reading? What do we need to know? What does the viewer need to know? Okay, we have 2. So first one we said, stumbled over my words there. The first one we have says, am I on the right path? So somebody here might be questioning whether or not they are on the right path. Maybe that's why you're here in this reading, is to figure out if you are on the right path. I don't feel like I'm not going to tell you at the end of this reading whether or not you are. Like, you know, definitely use your own intuition and discretion when it comes to that, because it's your own life, and at the end of the day, at the end of every reading, you know yourself better than anybody else, and so your intuition and your instincts are going to be way more accurate for your own personal life than mine would be for your life. Does that make sense? So we'll get the messages that come through here, but please only take what resonates. Just with that coming out here, you know, I don't want to be responsible for anything. Make sure you read the disclaimers down below. All right, so the back of this card says, sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. Know this, you are on the right path. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today's soul action. Today's search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. And for whoever needs to hear this, because I feel like I need to say this, I didn't say you were on the right path. The card said you were on the right path. So take it or leave it. Whatever resonates for you, okay? Like, I don't want anybody to come back and be like, you know, Amber said this, Amber said that. No, boo, it's a tarot reading. It's a collective tarot reading. Please only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, disclaimer's done. Next we have, what is my body telling me right now? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. Listen to your physical body and you will be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. Get the book Heal Your Body by Lois L. Hay and find the answers toward which your body is guiding you. Okay. So for some of you, you might be experiencing some physical pain. Now, please do keep in mind I'm not a doctor, so check out the description, the disclaimers below. But that could be, it could be, how do I say this? Because your mind and your body are connected, right? And your spirit. So if you're going through mental turmoil or heavy emotional turmoil, then it could show up as physical discomforts in your body. You know, like headaches or insomnia or backaches or a pinched nerve or something like that. You know what I mean? So for some of you, that could be a sign. Only take that if that resonates, and please do make sure that you are, you know, consulting with the appropriate professionals if that is the case for you. But let's pull some tarot and let's see here. I feel like focusing mostly on this "Am I on the right path?" question here. So let's go with that. So let's get a card on that. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, so water energy coming through here, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. For some of you, you might be starting off on some sort of new emotional endeavor, and I was getting emotional turmoil earlier, so it could have something to do with that. Maybe you're, you know, because like this person on this card is an adolescent, and she's holding a cup. And it is full. It is a full cup. Her cup is full, but there's a fish in that cup. You know, which could talk about, you know, like some sort of an emotional gift, but it could also talk about, in a way, like kind of like a sense of, I don't want to say immaturity, but maybe like youthfulness, you know, because I get a feeling like she filled this cup from the ocean and somehow she got a fish in it as well. So it's kind of like maybe somebody got something that they weren't really expecting. You know, maybe they went to go fill their cup here and they unexpectedly like caught a fish as well. There could be something here to do with Pisces with the fish, but this could also just talk about like a sense of kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know how to say this other than it's like not really knowing how to filter something. And it could just be because somebody's starting off on something new. You know, this could be some sort of an emotional experience that you've never had before. But this person on this card looks really proud of herself and of what she's accomplished here. And she's not afraid of this big wave that's coming behind her. So there's a sense of like, you know, being... I guess like being, not necessarily being prepared, it's just kind of like having no fear. We have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So again, you know, there could definitely be some sort of like a gift here. Maybe it's something that you're just not seeing. You know, for some of you, maybe you're focusing so much on this cup that you haven't really noticed the fish that's in it yet. But there's something that about that, and I'm going to go with the fish story, so apply that how that resonates for you, whatever the fish is, but it could be some sort of a gift. It could be something financial. Interesting. There's a new beginning here for sure. There's an emotional new beginning that's followed by stability. A stable emotional beginning. Tell us more. I'm not really sure if I want to take that one. I don't think I want to take that one. Page of Swords. Somebody may be learning something. Maybe it's something to do with themselves. Tell us more about the Page of Cups, please. We have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And then the Six of Pentacles. So 77 might be significant for somebody here. The number 14 or the number 5 might be significant for somebody here. Okay, so somebody... I want to get one more card here. Can we get one more card, please? Okay, yeah. So we have the shadow side and we have the Five of Pentacles. So here's what I'm getting. With the Seven of Swords here, it's like somebody... I'm going to say it's you. It's like you figured something out or you found something out. Now, I don't know, like this could very well have been an aha moment. It could have had something to do with some sort of an emotional awakening or an emotional understanding or an emotional new beginning for some of you here. It could have some sort of connection to money, but somebody found something out. And I feel like whatever it was, it caused you to kind of like... I don't know, like maybe you kept it secret. Whatever you found, you kept it secret, you guarded it. With the Seven of Wands here, you're very defensive about it. Maybe it had to do with this money. Maybe it has to do with your emotions. It's going to be different for everybody here. But I feel like somebody was guarding something that they discovered about themselves. Somebody has felt left out in the cold. They're definitely going through a dark night of the soul here with the shadow work. So this could have something to do with karmics. For some of you, maybe you've shut somebody out. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? So we have the Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is a karmic or third party. Apply how it resonates for you. It's another, this is a romantic connection here. Somebody here, you, the viewer, I'm going to say it that way, have you found something out about a Queen of Wands. Could have been somebody that you worked with. Could have been somebody that you met through work, but it was an emotional connection. This was a love connection. This could have been a feminine. Doesn't have to be the case. Could have been a fire sign. We do have a lot of fire energy here. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Again, doesn't have to be the case. This person could have a cat. They could be a Gemini as well with the lovers here. Whatever you found out about this romantic connection, it was a betrayal. You felt like it was a betrayal, but you kept it secret. You didn't reveal it to this person. But why? They're out in the cold now. This Queen of Wands has been left out in the cold. They've been cut off. You might be very defensive against this Queen of Wands here. But why? Clarify the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Why so defensive? We have another queen. We have the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. This Queen of Swords here, this Queen of Wands could have been really, I don't know how else to say this, but they could have been really manipulative. They could have been very mentally, they could have lied a lot. There could have been like a lot of deceit. But I feel like there was a lot of manipulation with this Queen of Wands here, and that's what you found out. They could have been emotional manipulation too. It could have something to do with like the money. Maybe they use emotions to control money or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you've been hiding your money slowly and surely and keeping it guarded from this person. Maybe you cut them off financially. Either way, they're out in the cold. With the Queen of Swords here, I feel like this is you. Whether or not you resonate with being a queen, I feel like this is you because I feel like this Queen of Wands over here kept you trapped in some sort of like it could have been like a cycle. It was some sort of a cycle. They kept you trapped in some sort of cycle, and it could have had something to do with the lies or the manipulation. It could have something to do with the money. For some of you, maybe they were controlling you with money. But when you found out what you found out and you kept it secret, you opened yourself up to more options here. The Ace of Truth, this is straight up clarity coming in, which we're doing to clarify the Seven of Wands, which we already know you found something out. So that's why you cut this person off. You cut this Queen of Wands off. And now you're going through a shadow side. Dark night of the soul. Why? Let's talk about that. For some of you, maybe it's an ego death. Clarify the shadow side. Oh, we have the High Priestess. Okay. Cancer and Pisces energy coming out here. Also the Divine Feminine. Interesting. You could be a Divine Feminine. Doesn't have to be the case. You could be psychic. You could be gifted. You could do tarot. Or some sort of divination. Maybe you're just tapping into that. Maybe this person's manipulation over you, their hold over you, their control over you has kept that part of you hidden. And this awakening that you're having, which could definitely be what this is it's an awakening, and your gifts are starting to make themselves known. Maybe you've always known about them. Maybe you haven't. There's a sense here too about like secret knowledge. But again, you have had secret knowledge. Maybe you still haven't revealed fully to this Queen of Wands what you know. Maybe you're still keeping some of your cards close to your chest. What's up with the High Priestess? Clarify the High Priestess. The Ten of Cups and the Star. Well, that right there, my dear, is a happily ever after. That's wish fulfillment with the happily ever after card. Which tells me that you cut off a romantic connection with a karmic, and are going through some sort of dark night of the soul because you finally realize that your ideal wish fulfillment type of connection is out there still, and you haven't given up hope. Yep. 9 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, straight up. That's exactly what this is. Whoever this is, you discovered something about a partner that you were with. Whether this was like current or this was something that happened, you know, in the recent past. I feel like the very recent past, at least. I don't feel like this is super long ago. For some of you, this is like literally very, very recent, like fresh. You found something out about them. Well, at least you cutting them off is fresh because you found something out about them and you've been holding on to it. You haven't been revealing it to them. You've been keeping your cards close to your chest, and maybe that's because you've been wanting to like kind of find a little bit more information out. Maybe you were waiting for confirmation that what you found out was actually true. But you've cut this person off. You've cut this partner off. They're now, I would say, your ex, or on their way to being your ex, and you're going through some sort of a shadow side, a dark side of the dark night of the soul, an awakening, whatever it might be for you, because you know, and maybe you've known all along that this person wasn't your person, but you know your person is out there. You know that happily ever after connection, your wish fulfillment is out there, and it is possible. And I think that for some of you, you might know too that once you go through whatever it is that you're going through, whatever emotional healing it is, or whatever it is that you're going through, that you will be heading towards that. So for those of you who are wondering, are you on the right path? I feel like the question that you were really asking was, did you make the right decision by cutting this person off? And my dear, you're showing up as the High Priestess, which means you already know the answer to that. I don't need to tell you that. The cards don't need to tell you that. We're just going to confirm to you what you already know. You know the answer to that. This is really nice. Kudos to you. Honestly, it takes a lot of strength. Dark nights of the soul are never fun, but they are very beneficial, and you know, sometimes they get easier with time. All right, let's move on here. Let's get some, oh, sorry, I hit the microphone. Let's get some light worker oracles for you. Some advice to help you on your journey, help you deal with these energies. And you know, to be honest with you, if you're watching this at the time of upload, we just had a full moon in Scorpio on Monday, which was only a couple of days ago. And this is really common, you know. Scorpios are a very mysterious sign anyway. They're a very introverted sign anyway. And, you know, they are commonly known as their symbol being the scorpion, but they're also known as their symbol being the phoenix, which is rising from the ashes. You know, it's a rebirth. That's why the death card is a symbol for Scorpio, because Scorpio is the sign of rebirth. They're ruled by Pluto and Mars. But anyway, it could very well be the energies of the full moon that we just had. That have ignited all of this, which is, you know, again, also common. Full moons, there's a reason why it's called lunacy. It's lunacy. You know, talk to anybody that works in the emergency room and they'll tell you that it's crazier during the full moon. All right, it's just a fact. Teachers will probably tell you that too. But let's move on. We have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes, which I think that you know. I think that you're very much aware of your soul calling, or at least you're starting to get aware that you have one. We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Yeah, now is the time to definitely, you know, rest and self-love. Very strong and important. Make sure that you're drinking water, make sure that you're eating, make sure that you're resting. You know, taking a break, resting isn't quitting. You know, just because you're resting right now and you're not, you know, taking action towards your goals or taking action towards your manifestations or whatever the case may be, that doesn't mean that you're not still doing the work. You know, resting and recuperating and so that you can have enough energy to continue on your journey is part of the journey. You know, like you have to take the breaks. You have to, especially when you're going through this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So be patient with yourself, okay? Be patient with yourself. It'll transition and work through when it's supposed to. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Healing doesn't take place in a day either. So let's get an angel number here. I also want to say thank you all very much for taking time out of your day or night to tune in to this reading. I do hope that it reaches those that it was meant to reach, and that these messages were helpful and resonated for you. If you're new here and you like this and you want to see more of my videos, I do post. I'm starting a new posting schedule, so I'll be posting every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So if you want to see those videos when they upload, then do make sure to subscribe. But yeah, and thank you all again for all of your love and support. It really does mean the world to me, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. All right, so the first number that we have is 1144, and it says high vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. Yeah. I mean, the Star and the Ten of Cups, that's a happily ever after for sure. So let me just read that again for whoever needed to really hear that message. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. Yes. Beautiful. I love that. Next we have 1011. Take action. Hope, new beginning, fresh start, lifestyle, purpose, spiritual awakening. Told you, spiritual awakening. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. After you rest, of course, because you can't get moving if you're sleepy. You know, there's no point in starting your journey in the middle of the night. It can wait until the morning when you're fully rested. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. See? Last but never least, we have a message from the universe. Oh, we got 3 of those. Also, like, for whoever needs to know, I don't usually do this, but this is citrine. It resonates with the sun, so also Leo. So I don't know, we got a lot of fire energy here, and I just felt called to share this with you. Somebody here may be working on their solar plexus, which the solar plexus, it deals with your identity. It deals with who you are. It's your ego. Somebody could be having an ego death, but I really do feel like there's strong Leo energy here. It could be something to do with the sun too. With this, I'm just really being drawn to that card right now. So maybe somebody needs to get citrine or look it up or something like that. Maybe you have citrine and that's a sign for you. Okay, so the first card that we have here is, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the results of your actions. Yes, I agree. And here's the thing too that I've learned about rumors is the truth always reveals itself. So eventually the rumors are going to be shown for what they really are, which are rumors. Nothing that's true. It's just a bunch of hoopla and lies. So, you know, try not to, if that is something that you are experiencing, try not to like let it get you down too much, because there's going to be a point in time when the truth will be revealed, and those who spread the rumors will be revealed, and those who believe the rumors will also be revealed, and we can all move on with our life without wearing masks. So whoever needs to hear that. That's just advice I have from personal experience. All right. Next we have, the past is behind you now, so drop the fears and doubts. Even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next, you are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on, which is why it's okay for you to take a rest right now, if you were wondering. All right, because you sent that message, right? You mailed the letter, metaphorically, and it's in the mail, and it's on its way, and they've received it, and they're working on sending you a letter back with a response. So you can just wait in the meantime, right? Like, take a break. There's nothing you can do right now. You know, whoever needs to hear that. Last, we have one day when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and gentle with your heart. And you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. You are going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. Yes. Yes, you have happily ever after here. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. All right, you guys, that is all that I have for you. I do hope these messages were helpful and they resonated for you. I hope you have a wonderful day or night or whenever it was you were tuning in to this reading. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.